Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine it's, a beautiful sunny day, but maybe the bugs are just relentless. Or wham, a sudden downpour hits, you're forced back inside, right? Abandoning that perfect outdoor spot. Or maybe it's winter and your deck or patio just sits there totally unused for months on end. We all know how valuable those outdoor spaces can be, but have you ever really considered transforming that seasonal porch or deck? Turning it into a true, year-round extension of your actual home? Well, that's really the promise of a porch conversion. You've shared some fantastic sources with us today, all focus on porch conversions. And our mission, as always, is to pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge, the key insights, basically giving you the shortcut to being really well informed on this.
Yeah. And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is how these porch conversions are, well, there's so much more than just tacking on square footage. They fundamentally redefine your living space. You're turning an area that maybe you didn't use much into something really versatile, an all-season room. Think about taking an existing porch or maybe a patio, even a deck sometimes, and transforming it. Could be a sunroom, maybe a flexible three-season room, or even, a fully enclosed space that's integrated right into your home, something you can enjoy literally every single day.
Oh, absolutely. I can totally see that seamless blend, that indoor comfort mixed with the outdoor connection. That seems like a huge draw. But let's dig it deeper, maybe into the strategic advantages, things beyond just, the immediate comfort factor. When we look at why a porch conversion might be someone's next big home project, what stands out from the sources as maybe less obvious, but still really valuable?
Well, okay. Beyond that immediate joy of just having more usable living space, one critical aspect the sources really hammer home is customizable design. Because every home is unique, right? So these conversions, they aren't cookie cutter. They can be really specifically tailored. We're talking specific color choices, finish choices, different materials, even structural features, all to make sure it perfectly aligns with the home's existing look, its architecture, and of course your personal taste. We actually heard from one listener who turned an old, kind of dusty patio into this amazing, vibrant home office. Completely changed their workday, apparently.
Wow, a home office. That's creative.
Yeah. And another really crucial detail is energy efficiency. This is where it gets quite smart. We're talking about crafting these spaces using energy-conscious materials, advanced insulation techniques, and things like low emissivity glass in the windows that reflects heat, or maybe high-performance rigid foam insulation in the walls. These details, they genuinely make a difference in your energy bills. They help reduce heating and cooling costs, keep the space comfortable all year. It's really about being sustainable and, well, energy efficient.
That's increasingly important.
Definitely. And if we sort of connect this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
a professionally designed, well-constructed porch conversion, it can significantly boost your home's market value.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Some sources were suggesting the return on investment, the ROI, can be as high as 70, maybe even 80% in certain markets.
Wow.
Which makes them one of the smarter home improvements you can do for resale value.
I wouldn't have immediately jumped to market value, honestly. That's a powerful long-term benefit.
It is. And plus, just on a foundational level, you're getting robust protection from the elements, rain, wind, bugs, whatever. That alone is key to actually enjoying your outdoor space more often.
Right, right. Okay, so enhanced living space, custom design, energy efficiency, and increased home value. Pretty compelling. But, it might sound a bit daunting undertaking a project like this. The sources, though, they actually lay out a surprisingly clear roadmap for this transformation. What does that journey typically look like for someone considering this?
That's a great question. And yeah, it is structured. It generally kicks off with step one, the initial consultation. This is really where the experts listen. They want to understand your specific needs, your preferences, what's your vision for the space, and importantly, what are your goals? What's your budget? It's all about tailoring the space to your life.
Makes sense. The listening part first.
Exactly. Then you move into step two, custom design. This phase, I think, often surprises people with just how detailed it is. The design experts will use, detailed architectural drawings, sometimes even 3D renderings.
Oh.
Yeah, it gives you a really vivid visual preview of what your new space will look like. The whole point is making sure the design doesn't just fulfill what you want, but it also seamlessly complements your home's existing architecture and style. I've heard people say those 3D renderings sometimes reveal possibilities they hadn't even imagined for their own space.
I can see that. Visualizing it makes a difference.
Totally. Okay, once the design is locked in, it's step three, quality construction. This is where the skilled craftspeople, the builders, bring that design to life. The focus here is on using durable, high-quality materials and advanced construction techniques. The goal is an addition that's built to last, built to endure, with rigorous quality checks happening all along the way.
So not just thrown together.
Definitely not. Then comes step 4, finishing touches. This is where the space really becomes uniquely yours. It's about all those fine details that make it inviting, right? Selecting the flooring options you love, choosing the perfect lighting fixtures, maybe incorporating interior decor to match your aesthetic goals. This transforms it from a structure into a beautiful, inviting area that truly reflects your taste.
The personalization part.
Precisely. And finally, there's step 5, the final walkthrough. This is basically a thorough inspection, making absolutely sure everything meets the highest standards. Any last-minute tweaks or adjustments get handled then. It's all about confirming every single detail matches the quality and the vision you desire. It shows a real commitment to satisfaction, making sure you're thrilled.
That does sound meticulous. Definitely seems like a far cry from just a quick weekend DIY job. So what kind of professional expertise really makes the difference here? And what about the specific components, the technical details that let these conversions really last?
Yeah, that's another critical point the sources bring up, the focus on a seamless fit and specialized components. They mention partnerships, for example, with specialized manufacturers like Sunspace and using their WeatherMaster windows.
WeatherMaster. What's special about those?
Well, they aren't typically your standard glass windows. Often, they feature this durable, flexible vinyl glazing. It allows for panels that are lightweight, really easy to operate, makes them ideal for converting existing structures sometimes without needing, heavy structural changes. And having factory-trained dealers doing the installation ensures precision. They guarantee those finished wall sections fit your exact dimensions. It makes for a perfectly cohesive addition.
Ah, I see. So it integrates better.
Exactly. And the customization options for these components, they're incredibly varied. Really allows for true personalization. For instance, window tints. You can choose clear, smoke gray, dark gray, or bronze. Then screen options. You've got choices like no-see-ums, which is a super fine mesh, great for keeping out tiny gnats.
Oh, needed that last summer.
Right. Or things like touchscreen, designed to hold up better against pets or kids. Plus others like Better View, the standard 1814 mesh.
1814.
Yeah, that refers to the threads per inch.
It's a
Common choice, good balance of visibility and insect protection. Also, solar insect screen, pool and patio options, lots to choose from. Even the aluminum colors for the frames are customizable. White, bronze, black, gray, or driftwood.
So you can really match it to your house.
You really can. And this level of detail, it extends to their sustainability commitment, too. They prioritize these energy-friendly porch conversions using eco-conscious materials and construction techniques, which, not only enhances your home's efficiency and comfort, but also maximizes that long-term value, meeting high environmental responsibility standards.
Good to hear.
Yeah, and we also saw that they often offer a whole range of related products, like specific WeatherMaster porch windows and doors, even thermal sunrooms. It indicates pretty comprehensive solutions. And underpinning it all is the team's experience, years of expertise, ensuring, superb quality, accuracy, expert craftsmanship, and first-rate customer service. That came through clearly.
Okay, what about common questions? Did the sources address things like, how long does this all actually take?
They did. One common question is definitely the timeline. How long does the process take? Sources generally indicate it can range from maybe a few weeks up to a couple of months. It depends on the complexity, of course. But a solid estimate is usually provided during that initial consultation phase.
And the big one, is it really a good investment?
Yep, address that too. Yeah. And the consensus is, absolutely. Porch conversions are definitely considered a good investment, adding significant tangible value to your home.
Okay, so to sort of wrap our heads around it, a porch conversion really does transform those maybe underused outdoor spaces into genuinely valuable, versatile living areas. It's this powerful mix of enhanced living day to day, increased home value long term, and pretty impressive energy efficiency. All achieved through what sounds like a really thoughtful, professional process.
Exactly. Which, kind of raises an interesting question for you, the listener, to maybe mull over. What stands out to you about how a seemingly maybe small change, like converting a porch, can actually create such a significant expansion of your home life, and how it can profoundly impact that long-term property value? It really is about how thoughtful design, even for something like a porch, can reshape how you live daily.
That's a great point. It's more than just a room. So If you're feeling inspired by this, maybe considering it for your own home, I definitely echo the sources. Check out photo galleries online for inspiration, or maybe seek out consultations to get a truly personalized vision. It's pretty incredible how you can redefine and, well, expand your own living spaces. Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive today. Keep that curiosity ignited.